Hello, my name is Ranu. In this video, I will tell you how you can extend your house using the permitted development rules in England. What is permitted development? These are a set of rules fixed by the government that allow you to increase, extend, and alter your house without the need to apply for a formal planning permission to your local council. So that's one less pain in the neck for your renovation project. But listen to the experienced professionals when they tell you to take permission, seek prior approval, or obtain a lawful development certificate before you start construction on your extension, even if you think that your extension follows the permitted development guidelines. Why? This will reduce your headache when you are selling your house because you will have all the correct papers to hand. It will remove any anxious dealings with your local council in case one of your alert neighbors has complained to them about your extension. And most of all, it will keep you above board and legal at all times. I shall abbreviate permitted development to PD for ease of talking. And in this video, I will cover how you can extend in your loft or your roof or your attic space in a terraced house. So this is our topic for today, permitted development rights for householders, and we are covering terraced houses and extensions on the roof. What are terraced houses? Let's have a quick look. So terraced houses are those, look at the photograph here. I'm going to try and draw two straight lines, not so straight, but these houses that you see on the street or in this row are all terraced because they share both their side external walls immediately with other houses. So there is no gap between the two houses. Terraced houses are like sandwiches. Now that you are sure what type of house your property is, there are some other conditions attached to your house that you need to be clear about. Please check that your house is not a part of any of these conditions that have just bounced on your screen. How can you find if any of this applies to your house? Now, what are these conditions? Your house should not be a listed building. It should not be on Article 2 land, which are areas of outstanding natural beauty, conservation zones, etc. Your house should not have an Article 4 direction implemented on it, which will restrict your rights to extend under PD rules. Your house should not have been converted from a previous use, and it should also not be a new dwelling. And most of all, your house should be a house, which means it cannot be a flat or a maisonette. Check all the three headings in the orange semicircle at the top of your screen before you listen further. We always recommend that you apply for prior approval or a lawful development certificate before you embark on your extension project, before you start any construction especially. Lawful development certificate has been abbreviated to LDC on your screen. To start with, dormers are not permitted development on a principal elevation of the house. What does that mean? The front face of your house, you cannot insert a dormer on the front face. So look at the sketch here. The blue box is your existing current house as it stands. On the front side, you cannot put a dormer. That is not allowed under PD. But on the rear, do you see this gray box here? This is the back side of my property, and I can insert a dormer here under PD rules. And this is what I'm going to tell you further. You have to know the volume. In plan, we call this thing an area, but in 3D, when the height is also involved, you should be sure of the volume of your loft extension. So the volume of the enlargement, which should include any previous extensions or enlargements that have happened on your roof. Maybe not by you, a previous owner has done some work. All of that new area, which is not a part of your original house, must not exceed the original roof space by 40 cubic meters. So have a look at the sketch here. This is your terraced house. This is the original roof, and I am adding a dormer on top of this. So I need to know the volume of this new roof space that I'm adding, and it should be less than 40 cubic meters for it to be a part of permitted development. This volume needs to be calculated correctly, and you can see here, this is the link to a volume calculator on on planning portal website. I will also give this link in the description box below my video, and you can pick it up from there. Now let's talk about the roof of your dormer. The maximum roof ridge, which is the highest point of your sloping roof of the dormer extension, should be no higher than the existing roof ridge of your house. Look at this sketch to understand it better. This blue box is your original house, and this blue tip here of the triangle is the highest part of your existing roof, also known as the ridge of your roof. And this gray box here is your proposed dormer extension on the back side of your house on the roof. Now this, the highest part of your dormer roof should be lower than the highest part of your original roof. It's as simple as that. Now we'll talk about the eaves. Eaves are the lowest part of a sloping roof. Do you see here, this tip here is the eaves of your current roof of the house. And what they want is the distance between the current eaves of your house, so this distance here, and where you will start your dormer from. That distance measured along the slope of your roof should be 20 centimeters or more. So minimum 20 centimeters or 0.2 meters or 200 millimeters. In other words, your dormer should be set back. I shall explain it in another way. This is the line of your existing eaves. Your dormer should be set back from your existing eaves by 20 centimeters when measured along the slope of your roof. And another important thing is that you should maintain your original eaves. I shall erase the ink. So these are this blue tip is your original eaves. Please maintain this line or reinstate them after you have finished construction on your dormer. Windows. Any upper floor window located in the side elevation of your dormer should be obscure glazed, which means you can't use clear glass. It should be frosted. Look at the sketch on your screen, for example. This pink shaded area is let's assume this is your dormer on the roof, and this is the side elevation. I want to insert this window here. This window should be totally obscure glazed, no clear glass, and it should be fixed. I should not be able to open this window for 1.7 meters above the first floor level. Above that, the window can be openable like a small ventilator. Why is this? This is to avoid peeping Tom behavior of the homeowners into their neighbors, and it will also maintain neighborly love with your immediate next door neighbors. Now, I told you that you cannot add a dormer to the front of your roof on the principal elevation. Let's look at this one more time. Now, you cannot add a dormer in the front side or the front elevation of your roof that faces the street or the road, but you can add roof lights. Now, look at the sketch here. This is the front of your house, okay, where the road is. You can add these roof lights that you see. But the condition is that they should not protrude or rise up more than 15 centimeters from the original surface of your roof. Look at this bottom sketch here. This is your original roof. This is the roof light that you want to put in at the front face or the back face or the roof of your dormer which you are going to put in. But it should not rise any higher than 15 centimeters or 0.15 meters or 150 millimeters. So make sure of this. You should have no balconies protruding or extending forward from the new or the old external walls. So this balcony is absolutely gorgeous, but this is not allowed under PD. But what is allowed is Juliet balconies to encourage your romantic side. And remember, the materials used on the external walls of your dormer and the roof of your dormer should be similar to what has been already used in your current original house. In a slight deviation to this rule, you can install solar panels, PV solar panels on the roof of your terraced house. Please look at the planning portal website for full guidance regarding this. There is a link in the description box below, which you can click and it will lead you to the official website for more information. So this was all you can extend on the roof of your terraced house. Remember, this house should not be a part of the list that I showed you on slide number 3. Keep all of these extension points in mind. And for more detail, go to the planning website where you can have a thorough look. The link for that website is given in the description box below the video. Or you could ask your appointed architect or designer who will already have a very good idea of how you can extend and improve your home. In my other videos, I have covered how you can extend other sorts of properties at the back, on the side, on the first floor levels, on the roof. And you can email me on my email given in the description box below the video if you have any specific questions, or if you would like to discuss something else, or you want me to cover some other topic. If you're ambitious and you would like to go beyond what the permitted development rules allow you to extend or enlarge your house, then you can always put in a planning application, a planning permission application to your local council. For this, I would suggest that you go to an architect or a designer who can help you with this. Till I see you again, and if you do not have a designer working for you, by all means, let your imagination run wild about your extension so your council can tame it for you. Thank you.